Well, good afternoon, folks. Hope you're doing well. Jack O'Brien here again with you from Shamrock Valley, and we are, well, we're grinding. We are drilling again, and it's going in quite nicely. This is the field that we had worked over earlier on, twice in fact, and it's coming through quite well. And yeah, just getting this all drilled up. Got the headlands just wrapped up here now, and then that's us done for this section. There's another block up on the hillside that we're going to go to next, but I just wanted to get this one done down here now. Because yeah, it's in pretty good condition there, truth be told. So once this is all in the ground there, we're heading off. Rest of the day, actually, we're going to go out in the 6930 John Deere. We're actually going to move that as an excavator. You might just be able to see here on the bank, so we're going to go and move that. Now that is from it's a contractor that the county council brought in actually. And the reason they did that is it's currently dredging the riverbanks, making sure that the flow of water can be controlled a little bit better to try and prevent the large floods that we had. I mean, typically, if any kind of if we have floods to the unprecedented level like we did last year, then dredging the river is not going to do a great deal because of the sheer volume of water. But for smaller events, it should help with the water flow, and it's going straight out into the sea here anyway, so should be pretty good as far as that's concerned. But yeah, they need to be moved. We're not moving them far, they're just going over the road and down the riverbank a bit. But yeah, we'll get that done and see how that all looks for them. So that's the next job we've got to do. It's still been a beautiful couple of days weather-wise, it's really coming along, and we should hopefully see a little bit. I'm just going to pull that marker in there. Perfect. But yeah, we should hopefully see that we get all of our drilling done there in the next kind of day or two. Ideally, we should be good. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't be the case there. If the weather stays like it is, the ground's already prepared, and we could be able to get really cracking along with that actually. So that's the hope there at least. I'm also, when I go back to the yard there, I have somebody coming in to discuss building a new shed, because we want to put something, we still don't have enough storage space, and with the remains of the insurance payout there, we've got a little bit. I've found what could well be quite a cheap building supplier. We just want to make sure we can get it put in. I have an idea of where it's going to go, but yeah, we just need to go make that happen really, so. Yeah, we'll get that done, because what I want to do is get that all in now, because I need somewhere that I can potentially store grain in as well if I need to, just so I can put something onto the deck. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking at least. So we'll see how that comes to pass. We might reach an agreement there, but we'll wait and see. As you can see though, this is all coming through very nicely indeed. It's leaving a very nice looking seed bed actually once the final pass with the combinations being finished, and then yeah, very happy with it. Very happy indeed. So how you all doing anyway? I hope everything is fantastic wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to. Do let us know down below how it's all coming along, what you're driving at the minute, what you're working on. It's a beautiful day, like I say, here in Shamrock. Look at the silhouette of the cranes over there in the port. That looks that's rather special, I find. Now what we're going to do is just square this edge off here. What will be the final pass going up the hill? GPS has been fitted back into this John Deere. We used that in here to kind of test out. It's working very well. Obviously on the headlands, I'm not going to use it, but it's in and it's functional, and it's just great to have it back on. The auto steer there is an absolute delight to work with. It's getting a little bit later in the evening now, so tomorrow I'm going to go back up, but you can actually see the field just over there that won't be hidden. It'll be good to get that one all done and dusted as well. But yeah, it does certainly speed things up there a little bit. Kill the revs there. Make sure there's nothing too bad hanging off here, any dust or cloud. It's a bit dry, but sometimes got a bit of soil sticking around here, but we're looking good. Yeah, it's in need of a pressure wash, that's for sure. Anyway, onwards we go. So once we get this done, this tractor is going to be washed off, serviced down as well, because this is my forager tractor. So it replaces the old 4955 that we had. I'm going to stick it on to the forager there, and it'll be good to go. So we need to just give it a bit of a service over, make sure it's all looking good, get it all running through. Some of our grass is not far away from our first cut, to be honest, so it'll be great to get that started and see how that all comes together. Lots to get going within the region here, so it'll be... God, it's one of my favourite times of the year without a shadow of a doubt, so it'll be nice to get going with that. So the rest of the team have gone home. It's nice and quiet, like I say, there's not a lot happening. So we're looking great. We are just going to head on over to the yard. We'll get this all parked up there, and then we'll choose that chariot. I think we'll probably take the John Deere, but we'll get it all sorted out. We'll come back to you in just a moment. Alright, so we're back at the yard there. Now, as I mentioned there, we are looking to get a shed contractor coming up there. I'm looking to try and see what I can fill. I want to use this space up here, to be honest. We have, like I said, a little bit of money left in the insurance. And I'm going to try, and I think that chemical storage might stay where it is. Looks like that rollers fell into a hole there somehow. But I want to kind of get the hardcore extended out here a little bit more. And then put a shed up here, so like the back end of the shed would be pretty much in line with, kind of the edge of this second trailer, really, somewhere around there. So I want to see what we can do for that. We do need to find some more just general storage. Power harrow is outside still at the moment. We need to, main reason that's outside is because the moved the forager back in front of it. So once we get the drilling done and once we get all the land work done, we'll get that stuck inside again, the same with the roller and things like that. But this shed here, in a matter of months, one of these bays is going to be full up with hay. So that's going to kind of severely limit down our storage space. And as you can see already, the header trailer's in there in the other one as well. So we don't have much room. Ideally, we would like to kind of do something about that. So we'll have to see. But yeah, it's an interesting little challenge. We have... This is quite a nice... a big shed, but like I say, there's got a lot of machinery in here already, and nowhere really, it's not dry enough to store any grain in. We have no grain storage options here at all, so it is something that we're going to work on. We're going to wait and see what happens and what we can do in terms of the price for the new build, but yeah, watch this space. Right now though, we're going to go out and jump into the 69. And we're going to head on down. We have a flat trailer that we haven't got back here, like a low loader, and that is currently sitting down at the old yard because that's the entrance the contractors we're using. And they asked me to come and haul their vehicle around, the excavator around for them. So I did. I left the trailer down there, but I've got to move one more move for them, and then I'm all good really. And my work with them is done, so that's what we're going to go and have a look at now. There's an old clanky excavator down there, but it seems to be doing a job for them. And yeah, grassing this up, this top end here is really coming along. It won't be long till we're in there with the mowers, I shouldn't have thought. I hope so as well. Chance to get the fent out there and get put to some good work. Not quite sure. Well, it's a good job we don't have to pull that pull the 360 back, because it certainly wouldn't like going up these hills, and the tractor wouldn't care for it too kindly either. But hey, that's not my problem. I'm only moving it about 300 yards up the riverbank, but there's just no direct way to get there really because of the bridge. So we're going to go a long way around and get them all moved out. Still do love this area, and this yard was a great yard to us, but it is just well, it's a little bit sad that it came to the end. Actually, let's go around onto the old buildings there. Just couldn't cope with the devastation of the flood, so let's look at other options there. Been reliably informed that the keys are hidden in the same place that I left them, so fingers crossed on that front. What we have to do is open this gate up and close again. go. Perfect. So yeah, as you can see there, that shed just wants to be bulldozed down really and flattened. It's got to be done at some stage, but whilst it's closed off, there's no immediate risk there really. We're not operating around here, there's no one working around here, so we're alright for now. Pick up our old chieftain trailer, which we actually gave a bit of a spruce up to as well over the winter months there. A bit of a spray job just to get it looking in its best condition. Okay, we can switch off for now. Alright then, so this is the old girl over here. As you can see, it has been parked up. They've just kind of done, well, let's have a look. We've done this whole sort of stretch along here, really. And what they do is they clear out of any silt or build up detritus weeds along the riverbank there. So when you look down the side here now, it's nice and clean and clear. So it allows for fast flowing water all the way down out to the sea. So what we're going to do is move it over to the other side of the bridge, just to allow them to really get going there a bit more. Alright, then let that warm through. So we'll take this around the edge of the field and we'll go straight across our recently drilled land, and then we'll... Traction sounding great. Yeah, we'll stick this on. I'm not going to have to chain it down too much, just a little bit so we get over the road there properly. Oh, there we go. Like I say, I think we're just going over there. Easy does it. Ooh, oh, it's a little bit wide for this. Oh, dear me. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Crikey, am I just on this thing? Am I ever? Whoop! Jesus, this is a bit of a monstrous excavator. It's a bit too big for what I'm pulling around, but we might have to slew that back over just a shade. We'll have a look, see. Like I say, fortunately we're only got about 200 yards. Not on the main road there. Okay, that should about do it. Fold it up here, pin into there. Well, jeepers, is that ever tight. Alright, and let's get ourselves, let's get moved over just a little bit. Alright then. Like I say, we're not going fast, so we're not going to even attempt to go very quickly. We're just going to roll around the field. These are a couple of our silage fields on the roadside here. Once these dried out, actually they didn't, because of the flood, they had quite a bit of silt deposited on there, so, which in actual fact didn't do the fields too badly at all. It's a small benefit really to the whole thing, but yeah, we'll take that where we can get it. But yeah, now typically, oh, let's get ourselves out here. Typically we do get quite good yields off these fields in terms of silage, so I'm hoping very much for the same thing again. And what we're going to do is just take this down here, actually. One thing I want to be careful of is a bit of a rise in the gateway here. I want to make sure I get that quite square. Up, 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 up. Woo. Alright then. Perfect. So we'll just stick this down here out the way of the gateway, and then that's just done for that. We can take the trailer back up to where we need to be. I'm going to get this unloaded again, and we'll catch up with you in just a little while once we're all said and done. Alright, quick inspection into our fields. So there's this one here and the one over there, which are quite often some of the first cut we actually knocked down, and it's looking like it could be pretty close in all honesty. We might try and get something off here in the next few days. We'll get the drilling finished first today and tomorrow. Well, tomorrow now. We'll get the drilling finished, and then yeah, we might see that mower coming out sooner rather than later. So that's going to be exciting. Now that is our own work, so we'll look to probably get some of that baled up, I think, and see how that goes. So it'd be nice to get some more, get some work done on there, and then we might have to look into actually carting the silage bales up to the new yard there, because we used to keep them just stacked up around the corner of the slurry pit on the old yard down here, but that's not going to be obvious anymore, or even possible anymore. So yeah, I'll have to do a bit of thinking about that one, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so we'll shoot back up here. So I did have a bit of a conversation earlier on with the shed contractor there. It's giving me a price there, and now we're going to see, with a lead time of only about 2 or 3 weeks to get the shed, so it gives me a little bit of time to get the yards, that kind of topsoil scraped off. We'll get some hardcore down there as well, so it looks like it's going to happen. Now I'm going to try to do as much of it as I can myself, just to keep the costs down there, of course, but we'll keep you posted on that one. It'd be nice to be able to actually have something to show for it. So this is us with all of our fleet back together now, pretty much. This is the last trailer that we were missing. It did go away for a little bit of a service, like I mentioned the other day. We are looking good here. We're pretty much all out of hay right now, so the jack on this wagon doesn't have a great deal to do. He is doing a bit of land work though these days to keep himself occupied. And then next up is silage, like I say. So probably next week we'll be sticking to that. We'll bring you along for the ride here. We're going to see what's going on over here with the grassland as well. See if we can get some work done there. But ultimately, we're going to have a fair bit to crack on with, that's for sure. And yeah, get ourselves back up into a rhythm really. Some of our fields are starting to show full signs of recovery. Be interesting to see, based on all that water and the state of the fields after the flooding. See what kind of harvest we get from some of those. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, that's my next kind of course of concern. So we'll watch the space as far as that's concerned. But yeah, ultimately, a lot of potential ahead. We just need to kind of make sure that we try and fulfill it. Right now, I need to move that subsoil out of the way, I think. We'll just stick this on the other side of the tanker for now, and then we're good. We're going to leave it here though, and as we try and get ourselves all packed up and ready this evening for a busy start in the drill tomorrow. And after that, like I say, silage prep all the way, so watch this space. I have been Jack O'Brien. I hope you have enjoyed my latest musings and ramblings, if you will. If you have, and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and join Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, have yourself a great day as always. Take care, and we'll see you all in the next one.